Hello, welcome to Crime Scene Knits. My name is Heather, I'm the Crime Scene Knitter, and we are in a different location today than we are normally. This is our library room in the house because my craft room is really hot right now, and it's more comfortable for me to be in the main house to do anything really this time of day. So here we are. I've got plethora of books and things around me, but this is also where I keep my animal figurine fruit and vegetable collection. It's something that I started collecting when I was a kid, and they're very weird and delightful. And since we're next to them, if you make it to the end of the episode, I will pick one and show it to you because I just think that they are fun. So welcome. Like I said, this is my knitting, crocheting, crafting podcast. I don't think I said that, actually. But here we are. I don't film super often unless I have something to film about. And today I have several exciting things, projects that I have finished and that I have almost finished, and some cheeky purchases, which I wanted to start with. So, a few weeks ago, we went on vacation. We stopped by Ocean City, New Jersey while we were vacationing, and I picked up a really beautiful skein of yarn from one of the local dyers there. And this is it. It kind of makes me think of like the sunrise on the ocean, pearlescent seashells, and stuff like that. And I thought it was really nice. I guess it's from Seaville, New Jersey. And this Hope Made Yarn Co. Tiny Moments is the colorway. So there's that. And I bought this from a local knitting shop called The Knitting Niche. I think it's off of Asbury Lane in Ocean City. So that was really fun. I had a wonderful time. I started a vacation project that I was very ambitious about. I started a sweater thinking I'd have separated for sleeves while I was there. That did not happen, by the way. Anyways, notwithstanding. So another cheeky purchase that I made is from the McKinney Knittery. This is Honey Hill yarn, and this is one of their dye practice. So it was, ooh, where'd the focus go? Come on. There it is. So it's a little bit discounted, and what I'm thinking for this is Honey Hill sock weight. It's 80/20 superwash and cash style nylon. So I'm not sure what that means, but what I'm thinking for this is pair it with a really vibrant purple or like a magenta or a fuchsia and do a shawl. So that's what this is, potentially. And then I made another purchase from a dyer that I've had my eye on for a long time now, Cape May Fiber. I've wanted to get a sweaters quantity from them for a while, but I haven't done that. I have just got these two lovely skeins, and of course you will see why I needed them. This colorway is called Scorched Lime, and it is, well, they were dyeing it on roving for spinning, and I saw it, and I messaged them on Instagram, and I said, I need this color on yarn. So that's what they did, and I'm going to make a tank top out of this. That's the plan. So this is the MCN Cashmere sock. I've already got a couple of patterns picked out. I just need to pick which one, but I kind of have an idea. I think just a simple tank top so that the color can really be the star of the show. That is the plan for those. Then my final cheeky purchase is I bought a couple of charms from Charmed and Dangerous, who's my favorite knitting and crochet charm maker ever. And the summer charms that she has been making have been so cute. I could not resist. I got a little crab holding a beach ball. And then I have a crab shack. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh, it just kills me. So precious. I'm very excited to use those in my projects. Oops. Okay, and that is it for cheeky purchases. All of my purchases are cheeky at this point because y'all know what my stash looks like. So let's do FOs. So I know I've shown y'all the mermaids that I've been working on. these mermaids back here. They're actually all the way finished this time, so I figured I'd do a final showing of all 4 of them with the inspiration drawings that I was given by the girls that they're for, because shortly they're going to be leaving my possession and going to be played with. So this one is the first mermaid. So this is here's the inspiration photo. I'll let that focus. Okay, so those are the colors. If you haven't seen these before, that's what this is. And now here's the mermaid. They are mermaid princesses, so they also have tiaras, which were interesting to make. I don't normally work with pipe cleaners, but I think it came out pretty good. And there's her little fins. The pattern for these is by Holly Miller. She goes by Proper Pineapple on YouTube. She's got a ton of really cute patterns. I did embellish the pattern for the mermaid doll a little bit. Most everything I've done as she has specified in the pattern, but some things I've changed, most notably the tail. This is not how she does her mermaid tails. So, yes, I've done that. That's one mermaid. Next mermaid is, well, I'm gonna save this one for last. I'm gonna do this one last. Okay, so this was the next mermaid. There, okay. So there we go. This mermaid has curly hair and a scribbled colored in tail, which I have done my very best to emulate. The tail is also different. I tried to make each mermaid's little fins up here and the tail and their tops just a little bit different, sort of similar but not the same. And I'm really happy with how she came out too. The hair is super fun and fluffy and curly. Finally done with this one. Next mermaid is this one. Okay. So there she is, that mermaid. And I did post pictures of all of these on Instagram too, so if you want a closer look. This mermaid, we have more orange, longer hair. I did something different with the fins for the tail. It's covered in cat hair, unfortunately. That's just how it is in this house. And then I've done sort of a spiky fin there. But yeah, that's her. That's how she turned out. And the last mermaid, I think, is the most fun. So this girl wanted a cat who is a mermaid. And so the inspiration drawing was just a cat. So I kind of had to get creative because I wanted it to be matchy-matchy enough with the other mermaids that she wasn't the odd girl out, but I also wanted to make sure that it was discernibly a cat mermaid princess as opposed to just a mermaid princess. So this is what I came up with. Oh. And this one may be my favorite, I think. So here she is. I did something completely different with the tail. This is almost more of like a cuttlefish tail on her. It's fuzzy yarn because cats are fuzzy. It's yellow and orange, which is kind of the colors that she picked out with a pink top, also fuzzy. She has ears that are stitched on. She's got whiskers that I've stitched on, and her hands are paws, and they have paw pads. So I hope that everybody likes their mermaids. I hope no one is jealous of other girls' mermaids. It's tough trying to make it the way everybody asked me to and not have one sort of stand out from the crowd, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe none of them will like their mermaids and I'll have to start from scratch. I hope not, because it took a really long time to make all of those. So that's my FO. Those are done. Those are ready. I have a couple of whips I've been working on consistently, one of which I started last weekend. I've started a sock. And I think I lost the ball band, but I bought the yarn from On the Wool during this past yarn crawl because I'd been coveting this sock yarn for a while and I can't get it to lay right. I should have brought my sock blockers, but I didn't. So here's the sock, and it kind of fades to a darker blue, and then it's going to get stripy as you go up the leg. The brand is, and I'm going to butcher this because I think it's French, Lines du Nord. The colorway is something, I don't know. but it's just a vanilla sock because the colors are so punchy and they're going to be so vibrant. I don't think I really needed to do like a pattern to make this look fun. So that's my sock. I'll work on that. That's been like my palette cleanser in between my two big projects. So my big projects are the Loch Ness Monster cardigan, which I've made a very exciting amount of progress on. And I started that sweater for my vacation that I totally thought I was going to finish in a week, whilst also spending like 12 hours a day doing not knitting. So I don't know where I thought the time was going to come from, but anyways, I still want the sweater now that I'm back, so that's good news. The Loch Ness sweater or cardigan is just about done. I mean, she's so close. I'm so excited. I love the wool. I love the way that it feels. It's a little bit rustic. I think it can come across as scratchy, but my hands have really enjoyed the texture of it and working with it. So the pattern that I used for the body of the cardigan is Hudson Bay. I don't remember the name of the author, but I do have a Ravelry page for it. I'm Crafty Kitten 7 on Ravelry, so if you are really, really curious about how I've brought this to life, most of it is there. I have also done my own colorwork pattern, or colorwork, graph for Nessie, and I love her. She's my favorite. The colorwork that I have along the bottom of cardigan, the fish and those waves, is free from Pinterest. I just searched until I found something I liked, and I've done the same around the bottom of the sleeves prior to the cuffs. The color work that's on this is just geometric, simple. I will admit that I lovingly borrowed these little box square ideas from a friend of mine's pattern called the Little Boxes Pullover, Debbie Mage. She's a really, really amazing knitter. I aspire to be like her one day. And I just really thought something simple and geometric at the elbows would be nice. And this morning, just prior to filming, I cast off the second sleeve. So now all I have to do is try to put this on. There. All I have to do is the button band this and pick out buttons, and then weave in my ends, block, finish, and that's it. It's ready. I'm so excited. And I've been told via the internet that July 5th is the beginning of spooky season. It's the beginning of autumn and fall, and I can get on board with that. I just have to wait until the weather catches up, but I am so excited to wear this. So the color work on the sleeve. Hi Mochi, that's my cat. And I can't get over how much I love this cardigan. I'm going to have an adventure picking out buttons because it has to be perfect. So, oh, there she is. You see the cat? Can I move out of the way? Mochi! Hi Bob! So cute. Okay, so yeah, I don't even want to take it off. I like it so much, but it's so hot. I put on the AC more to film this because I knew I would get hot, and I'm still hot. So my last project that I'm kind of working on consistently is called Rivendell. It's top down. It's by Sari Nordlund. She's a very popular designer. I have never made a pattern of hers before. I love this sweater. I think it's so exciting. I'm a little intimidated by the cables, but I've done cables before in a scarf, and I think that I'm ready to try a garment with cables. So the yarn that I'm using, I forgot. The yarn for this, for the cardigan, is La Bien-Aimée. It is Cori, La Bien-Aimée Cori worsted in cocoa, which is the green color, and then coquelicot, which I think is another French word for the blood orange type color. So yes, okay. So my other sweater, Sari Nordlund, I'm doing a fade. I've had this yarn in my stash forever. I bought it from Yarn Cafe Creations. I love her yarn, and when she was changing out her bases, she had a sweater's quantity fade go on sale. And I don't have the ball bands anymore. I do think that I put these on Ravelry. They're on my Ravelry. There's a page for this as well. and I had another skein of a different dyer that is similar enough that I used it. So this color, most of what the sweater is now, is that other dyer who I've lost the ball band for, unfortunately. It's very, very beautiful, and luckily it goes with the rest of the yarn. Oh, it's too hot now. And I needed like 200 more yards or something than I had in the fade kit, so I just popped this color, this lighter kind of yellowy color in, and that worked out well. Right now it looks like a shawl. It kind of looks like a crescent shawl. The construction of it is, just do a visual. So I'm making the back, and I'm going to pick up from, there's a stitch marker here and back here. I'm going to pick up there and do, I guess, almost like a saddle to come forward over the shoulders, and then you start working the front until you reach the end of the V-neck, at which point you connect the front and the back and separate for sleeves that way. I have never done that before. I don't know how this is gonna go. I have like a basic conceptualization of what I need to do, but right now I'm just following one step in the pattern at a time, and hopefully it turns out. I've also gone up a couple sizes for me, so if it's really, really oversized, I may rip it back, and it's my cat, and start again. So that's what I'm working on. But the other colors of the fade are also very, very beautiful, and they have sat in my stash for a long time. So this is what I've got left of that first color. I wish I could remember who dyed it, because this was from a yarn crawl from years ago. I bought 3 skein from her, and I've used up one of them in another project. This one is the second one, and then I've got the third one I need to decide what to do with, but they have really come in handy as like support skeins for other projects, and I'm enjoying working with them. So this is the first color of the fade. They all had like coffee flavored or baked treat flavored names. I couldn't tell you what each one is now, but this is the next one, so just slightly a little bit darker. I think one of them was like creme brulee, and one of them was mocha, coffee, chai, latte, something like that. That's number 3. And then the fourth one I've already shown you is this one. So hopefully the camera caught the color correctly. Say that 5 times fast. And it's all living in my mermaid project bag, and mer people, because I have maids and men on this. And this was my beachy vacation cast on. I literally cast it on like the day before we flew, and I was thinking, this is great. I'm gonna have a sweater by the end of this trip. Hope springs eternal, I suppose. That was very bold of me. And that's it. That is all I have to show. So, oh, you've made it to the end. So if you are interested, I'm going to pick one of my figurines. These are Enesco brand, homegrown. Enesco makes a whole bunch of collectible like ceramics and figurines, and they do a lot of stuff with Disney and Mickey Mouse, but I don't like any of that normal stuff. No, I wanted the fruits and vegetables made to look like animals. So this little guy is the gherkin gecko, and he's a delight. Gherkin is like a pickle, if you don't know. So he's like a pickle gecko. I have so many of these things now, and I adore them. So that's that. And that's all I have. That's all I have to talk about. I don't have anything else on my horizon right now except for more sweaters, I think. I want to make a couple of tops and sweaters before summer is done, because I want them ready to wear in fall. But I'm really trying to finish what I have before I start something new. Like even starting this sock was kind of me being bad, I guess. And I do still have a secret stash pile of whips. I guess they're UFOs at this point, because I haven't touched them in 8 months, somewhere like that. So yes, but I hope you all have a wonderful crafty week. I can hear my cat being weird under the couch, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.